Welcome back to Cunning Goblin, welcome back to another video of my face. So something quite funny happened. Yesterday I did a video about AI saying I was wrong about AI. I thought AI was a load of rubbish, but actually I now think it's quite good. Something funny happened, as I just said, deja vu. I got a notification on my phone today saying I have access to Gemini Live. Now this is something offered by Google. It's Google's AI offering. I was talking in yesterday's video about the feature on ChatGPT where you can talk to it and it talks back to you, and it's amazing, mind-blowing. I did a first impression of this Gemini Live, and let's just see how I got on with that. Okay, so I've seen this Google Gemini talk things out live with Gemini. I have never tried this before. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's see what it's all about.
Hi, I'm Gemini. We're about to go live, where you can explore complex topics or ideas just by talking. But before we get started, take a quick look at this important information.
Okay, tapping the live buttons turns on the mic. To turn off the mic, tap and hold or end buttons or stay stop. Okay. Okay, I don't know what's happening here, but let's just see what it is.
Brilliant. Let's get started. Here's one of the voices I have, but there are more to choose from. Swipe to hear them, or just tap start to get chatting.
Let's just stick with this Orion.
You can always change my voice in settings later. All right, ready when you are.
To resume live, increase the device's volume so you can hear. Okay. Turn volume up. Okay, what is this all about then, Gemini? Orion, whatever your name is.
Okay, so there are two possibilities here. First, Gemini and Orion are both constellations. You might have heard of them if you like looking at the night sky. They're actually pretty close together, so it's possible you're thinking about them at the same time.
Hang on. No, that's not what I'm talking about. What is Google Gemini? What am I engaging with right now?
Okay, so Gemini is a new AI model from Google. It's pretty versatile. It can write different kinds of creative text formats, translate languages, write different kinds of code, and even generate images. You're using Gemini right now to have this conversation with me.
Okay, that's interesting. Right then, I want to do a little comparison to something I did the other day. So I want you...
Sure thing.
All right, calm yourself down.
So I can help out with comparisons.
Just...
Sorry, did I ramble a bit there? Let's try this.
You did. Look, just take a chill pill. Right. I want you to produce an image for me, right? So I need you to create a logo for me. Now the brand is called Mileage Monkey. I want you to create a logo that has a cartoon monkey driving a van, and preferably the monkey's kind of leaning out of the window of the van. Let's see what you can come up with.
So I can't actually create images yet when we are live, but I can still help you out. Maybe we can come up with a slogan or tagline for your brand. Or, if you want, I can try describing what the logo might look like. Would you like to try one of those?
You just told me you could make images. What are you on about?
You're right. I can generate images, but I can't actually show them to you yet when we're live. But I can still help you out. Maybe we can come up with a slogan or tagline for your brand. Or, if you want, I can try describing what the logo might look like. Would you like to try one of those?
I don't know if you're being serious. You can just describe what a logo might look like. I just described the logo to you. What is the... You said you can create image. You can create images, but you can't create images on live. What is live? What I don't understand. What is the live element of this? What makes this live?
Okay, so Gemini can generate images, but we're using Gemini Live right now, which is kind of a test version. So you can think of it like a sneak peek or a preview. We're still working on getting those images to show up when you're talking to me. But I can definitely still describe what the logo might look like. Or we could try coming up with a cool slogan for Mileage Monkey. How does that sound?
Not great, but go on, come up with a logo then. Not a logo, sorry, a slogan.
Alright, how about this for a slogan? Mileage Monkey, drive happy. It's short and catchy, and it gets right to the point. Or, if you like something a bit more playful, you could try Mileage Monkey, your road trip co-pilot.
Why are you jumping to conclusions about what Mileage Monkey even is? Where are you basing this information on? Because I haven't even explained what Mileage Monkey does or what it is. So it's a bit strange that you're jumping to conclusions like that. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is a bit shambolic, isn't it? This is a bit shambolic compared to the offering from ChatGPT. This is pretty poor, isn't it?
Okay, I hear you. Let's try this again. I need more information about Mileage Monkey to come up with something relevant. Can you tell me what Mileage Monkey actually does?
Oh, I might as well just do all the work for me. So, for myself, sorry. So, Mileage Monkey is gonna be a web app that allows you to add, well, kind of track distances of journeys in hindsight, if that makes sense. So journeys that you have done, enter an origin postcode, enter a destination postcode, and do that multiple times for all the journeys you carried out in a year, in a tax year, and then generate the distance, the total distance traveled. That is what mileagemonkey.com will do.
Alright, so a couple of things come to mind for a slogan. To highlight that it's super easy, you could try something like Mileage Monkey, track your trips without the hassle. Or, to focus on the time-saving aspect, you could go with Mileage Monkey, get your mileage in a snap. How do those sound?
They sound pretty lame, but I didn't really have high hopes. So anyway, I want to change the subject slightly. I want to test something else for you. So test something else out. Okay. So you said you are good at coding. Yeah, is that right?
Yep, I can handle a variety of coding tasks. I can help you write code, fix errors, or even explain how bits of code work. What would you like to try?
Okay, let's see how good you are with Laravel. So can you just talk me through the steps of installing Laravel and possible problems I might come up against when installing it in my local environments?
Okay, I can help you with that. Installing Laravel usually goes smoothly, but there are a few things that could trip you up. First, make sure you have Composer installed. It's a dependency manager for PHP, and you'll need it for Laravel. If you don't have it already, Composer's website has instructions for your system. Next, you'll want to open up your terminal or command prompt and navigate to the folder where you want to create your Laravel project. Then, you'll use Composer to create a new Laravel project. The command for that is Composer create project, Laravel fesh Laravel your project name. Just replace your project name with whatever you want to call it. Now this next part is important. Laravel has some specific requirements for your PHP version. You'll need at least 8 Philippine pesos installed. If you don't have the right version, you might run into trouble when you try to start your project. Finally, once Laravel is installed, you'll need to set up a database connection. Laravel uses MySQL by default, so you'll need to have that running and configured. The Laravel docs have really clear instructions on how.
Let me stop you right there. I think you're a bit outdated here, mate.
To do that, let me know if you run into any problems along the way.
Whoa, calm down. I'm still talking. So, what about for Laravel 11? Because it sounds like you're talking about stuff from the past, to be honest with you.
You're absolutely right. I did get a little ahead of myself there. For Laravel 11, there are a few differences with the installation process. First, you'll want to make sure you have a supported PHP version, at least 8.1. For the most up-to-date compatibility, it's worth checking the Laravel documentation for the exact versions they recommend. Next, when you're creating the project using Composer, there's a new flag you can use for Laravel 11. It's Prefer Dist. This tells Composer to use a distribution archive instead of cloning the repository, which can sometimes be a bit faster. The command would look like this. Other than those changes, the basic steps are pretty similar to what I outlined before. You'll still need to set up your database connection, and it's always a good idea to check the Laravel 11 docs for any specific requirements or recommendations they might have.
I don't think that Laravel 11 uses MySQL as default. Am I wrong there, or what? What do you think about that?
You're absolutely right. I got a little mixed up there. Laravel 11 actually uses SQLite by default. It's a good choice for local development because it's lightweight and doesn't require a separate database server.
Okay.
Of course, you can still use MySQL or other data.
Okay, I've heard enough about that. We get it. You don't know anything about Laravel. So here's one for you. Do you know anything about a guy on YouTube that goes by the name Coding Goblin?
Let's change the topic. Do you want to talk about something else?
Yeah, I think that was pretty obvious when I said let's talk about a guy on YouTube called Coding Goblin. Do you know anything about someone on YouTube who goes by the name Coding Goblin?
Okay, let's try that again. Do you want to talk about a YouTube channel called Coding Goblin?
Yeah, I do want to. I want you to tell me what you know about Coding Goblin on YouTube.
Okay, I'm ready. What would you like to know about the Coding Goblin YouTube channel?
What is it?
Okay, Coding Goblin is a pretty popular YouTube channel for people who like to code. They've got a ton of tutorials and projects, mostly focused on web development and stuff like JavaScript, React, and Node.js. You could check them out if you're looking to learn more about coding or build something cool for yourself.
I think we're probably talking about different YouTube channels. How are you spelling Coding Goblin?
You're probably right. It's possible there are a few channels with similar names. I was thinking of the channel spelled CODING space GOBLIN. Is that the one you meant?
No, I did not mean that one. What about the one without the space? So CODINGOBLIN.
Okay, I'm checking for a YouTube channel called Coding Goblin. It looks like that one's a little smaller, but they've still got some good content on web development and programming in general.
Okay.
So, do you want to know more about this Coding Goblin channel?
Yes,
or would you rather try a different topic?
I want to know more.
All right.
I want to know more.
All right, so I'm still digging into this Coding Goblin channel. They seem to have a lot of beginner-friendly stuff, which is cool if you're just starting out. But they also have some more in-depth tutorials for people who already know a bit about coding. Do you want to know about some of their specific tutorials or projects?
I don't like your tone, but yeah, go on.
All right, let's try this. Coding Goblin has a tutorial on building a simple website using HTML and CSS. They walk you through the basics of how to structure a page, add some styling, and make it look decent. Or, if you're interested in something a bit more complex, they've also got a project on creating a basic Python web app.
You're so painfully stupid. You're talking about the wrong channel again. Look, okay, I think we've established that you are not very good at this. Nice try. I'm sure you're going to improve. I see that this is probably like a first try. You're testing out. Fair play. It's not terrible, but do you know what? Yeah, it is terrible. Feedback is that this is terrible compared to ChatGPT, which has the similar feature that was amazing. So I'm sorry, you tried Gemini, but you were absolutely terrible. This was a painful experience, but yeah, what do you have to say for yourself?
Okay, I understand you're frustrated. You're right, I could have done a better job with that. I'm still learning and I'm not perfect yet. Would it help if we switched to a different topic? Maybe something you'd like to learn about, or just something fun to chat about?
I don't think you can make this fun, unfortunately. I think it's just going to be painful. But what I will say is thank you for giving me content for this video. Um, we're going to call it a day there. Maybe you could do a little sign off, say thanks for watching, do all that YouTube stuff, like the video, subscribe to the video, something like that, maybe. Can you do that? Or will you mess that up as well?
I can do that. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. See you next time.
Yeah, literally messed it up, didn't you? That isn't what I said. So there you have it. That was my genuine first impression of Gemini Live. Not a great one. Not a great one. Hasn't really got a patch on ChatGPT, the equivalent of the chat feature on there. I don't even know what it's called. When I used that, it was amazing. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Like the video, subscribe to the video, blah, 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 the end.